So surely those floodgates have to just open ever so slightly. 16 seconds to go in the first half. Japan on the attack, space out wide. Is pace enough? No, it's not. Again, it's resolute defense. Japan keep the ball though. Back they come. Nice little show and go. Is it the stretch and score? No, short it is as the hooter sounds in the background. Oh, and finally the deadlock is broken. Wonderful bit of knowledge of the laws of the game. Placed the ball, picked and went over, and Japan are on the board.
Talking about taking your time to put some points on the board. They chose the direct route, and that was the right route. So important to score just before half-time. It's a mental battle as well, just as much as a points battle.
Outrageous defence stopping the Japanese from scoring, but here they go. Nice little fast feet, good line, good angle. Strong tackle as well as Chinese defence continues to impress. That's a lovely little run with ball in two hands. Now there's space out wide for Japan. Wide it comes. Is there enough pace on the outside to get around? No, it's a good cover defence. Again from Sun Yu, the Chinese defender. A little bit high tap and go from Japan. Awfully close is Sujisaki. And now surely, no, not yet. Held in the tackle, held up. Tackle it is though. Japan just a metre or so out. Long ball over the top. Oh, and finally the floodgates open. Wonderful little step inside and try number 2 for Japan.
That was just a sensational pass, finding that space on the edge with a rush defence. That little high tackle again penalised. And this we're trying to find themselves under pressure. But just take a look at the pass. Saw the short coming in. And that step and the finish. That is beautiful stuff to watch. Shine those boots and sell them on eBay because they are fantastic.
Oh, lovely fast feet. Conversion.
Sonny Nashu, the two of them standing on the sideline in Dubai. The message to their twin boys to dream big, and it's quite remarkable, isn't it? Two young athletes with their wee boys at home playing like this for their country. Mai Otani goes charging hard onto the ball as she always does for Japan. Now a little bit of room up the middle for Sayugusa, who's been really good for Japan the last 2 weeks, and then ghosting around the outside of the New Zealand defence. Stood up the Black Ferns, and Japan will cut them open to go in under the post. Hana Nagata. They come on these strong lines where they try and just change the angle of attack. They keep ball in two hands, but that's just recognition of space, realising that Hsbc Lane had stayed on a mark. She was kind of flat. She's been in the thick of the action for the past couple of seasons. Marin Kajiki always works hard, and again they've caught the New Zealand defence out. There's a big hole. Hirani's chasing. Big chase coming from the other side of the field though in Paul, and it's a great chase from her. This is the breakaway. Made the run, got on the outside of Hirani. Unfortunately just didn't have the gas, and coming in for Japan, taking the referee, it's just stopped the momentum ever so slightly. Slow possession allows New Zealand's defence to fan out, but again Japan have stood them up. Once again a little bit of footwork from Hanoko Utsumi, and Japan's all square with a chance to go in front. Step in a matchbox. It's good to put them in front. Watch Utsumi, she lines her up, gets on the outside of Hsbc Lane. She makes her sit, and because she's gone to sit, that's why she can step off that right leg and also just use the ball as a bit of this.
Inside their own half island, and that ball is stripped, and Japan will have a little bit of a run at it now. Into the midfield, attacking up the middle. Irish defence, nicely timed pass, and wide it comes to a bit of pace on the outside. The opening score will go to the Cherry Blossoms. 5 points to 0.
But this is where they're just so nuggety. Look at this footwork in the middle of the field. Just stepping in the phone box. Aaron King gets done easily. It creates the overlap, draw and pass. And a fantastic start for the Japanese, carrying on some confidence about their game. They did play.
So centre scrum options to both sides.
Set.
To the right. go Japan, and there's surely space on the outside again. The pass is accurate. Try number 2, clinical so far from the Japanese.
Well, it's smart. And defensively, Ireland have the halfback on the other side, so that's what creates the 2-on-1. It's a quick heel. This time, they just leave it. Smart play, learned from the first time, so this is where they're very effective.
Tap and go. Taking the space quite well, Japan, and into the gap they're running. Good angles being run by the Japanese ladies. Couple off to the blind side, the switch of direction coming. Oh, lovely little pass. Into the space they go. It's going to be try number 3 for Japan. Under the poles, beautifully worked. A little change of direction, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, and this is a skill. Ruck, to come around, create the overlap, just holding the defender and straightening up is the key right there. So there's no way that Megan Burns can drift, and just coming around and working hard and some results given. That's a fantastic.
Carrying it up into that Irish defensive line. Robin O'Connor doing some staunch work in defence as Japan now have a chance to go wide. And again, it's a good little bit of pace. Lovely late switch up the middle. And too much pace. Wow. Japan, clinical in attack.
And again, this is what I spoke about, Japan, these angles that they run. Before this, look at this from this ruck. They go across field, the defence actually takes the player out, and that's the hole the late switch is looking for. Ireland, the bait was put out there and they took it, and Japan, absolutely fantastic. There's the late switch, there's the overchase, there's the hole. And the Japanese again manipulating the defence with this outstanding rugby call.
Set! Now drive!
Good quick ball out of the scrum for Japan, and another big hit in midfield. That was Norston that time, but it's opened up. However, Hogan Rochester is onto Nagata like a flash and puts her on the floor. Penalty against Canada. They go quick. Nagata again. Offloads. One more pass might do it at will. There you go. That's what Japan can do. Yoshino with the finish. All smiles.
Got the penalty and they shifted it quickly. Very good in tight areas. And Mayu Yoshino tries to get it as close as he can to the post for the conversion.
Yeah, it was smart.